Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I'm Allie Gold. This is Nirvana Tarot reading. It is early morning, but per usual, I am awake. And so I'm going to do a reading. I was actually going to go on about 20 minutes ago, but the power randomly went out. At first, I thought it was only my house. And literally, by the way, as soon as I was like, okay, let me take action and figure this out, because I'm not really a handy around with a person kind of person, but I was like, oh shoot, who am I gonna have to call to like teach me about, like a breaker, a light breaker or something? I don't know, whatever they're called. I don't even know what they're called. That's how not handsy I am. But as soon as I went over and found what I believe was the light box, uh, the power came back on. So I'm just that powerful. Just kidding. But I'm glad it came back on because I was like, oh boy, what am I gonna do? Um I brought something up again that is very special to me. It is not a crystal. Okay, this is Cow. If you haven't noticed, this is Cow. And Cow was my dog Charlie's. Charlie, right here. This was his favorite toy. Charlie was an old boy, but he would get excited for Cow and play with Cow. And I had it sitting on my bookcase, but I've been missing him so much recently. He was just this giant walking heart. And I really miss him and his really calm and sweet energy. He was clingy, but which I know in the moment I was like, but he was so incredibly sweet, just a walking heart. That's how I describe him. So I'm going to cry thinking about him, but I brought this up here so that his energy could also be even more present than it already is. Whew, I've been really emotional these past few days. It's been rough. In any case, I'm just going to do a daily reading for all the signs. And then I was thinking, well, I just did that South Node, North Node reading, which was all about karmic lessons. So I may do like a kind of not opposite, but I may do like a everybody's sign for what like their Jupiter blessings are, because I also want to bring some good news in. It's not always just about karmic lessons. It's about, and they could be pleasant karmic lessons, but in any case, that's an idea for later. I'm thinking about different things I can do with this channel other than, with in regards to tarot readings, but around specific subjects. So even though I have like 1,000 videos, I just started a few weeks ago. But so I'm still obviously figuring it out. If you guys have ideas or want to know, leave a comment. Somebody one day is going to leave a comment, and that's not a threat. That's a promise. Do I have to leave the first comment for you people? Is this what has to happen? Just saying. It's an open forum. Do I not like give off that vibe? Like I promise. But in any case, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Whatever. Not whatever. I would appreciate it for real. I am a therapist as the job that pays me money. Well, I also read tarot cards privately, but I'm really trying to grow this part of my life and this part of my business, because I'm finding that the balance between reading tarot and being a therapist is what serves me best in terms of not burning out so quickly, which is why I'm like almost frantically trying to, get my name out there. Maybe not frantically, but I'm very focused. I'm hyper focused, which is why I'm on here a lot too. Anyways, yes, that's a lot of rambling, as I tend to do, but what are you going to do? That's just life, or that's just me. Also, when I start with the zodiac sign readings, like the weekly readings, I'm going to start with Gemini, because they came up everywhere yesterday in my reading. And then I don't know if it's just because that happened and TikTok like follows everything you do on every social media. But then all of a sudden on TikTok, my For You page, which I just figured out, by the way, I never knew what the For You was. I was like, why is everybody using this hashtag? And I finally looked up and it said for you. And that was after somebody said, if this has landed on your for you page. And I was like, oh, I get it now. I was like, but that is such a bad trick, by the way. Like anybody who uses TikTok or anything like that, honestly, in my opinion, and this is going to be different for everybody, but it's my channel. I'm going to talk about it. I'd like to hear what you guys think, but my opinion is that if you land on something that says, if you landed on this page or this came up on your For You page, this is for you. No, it's for you if it makes sense to you. I mean, you gotta have people out there just like going crazy because they're like, all of this is landing on my page. I guarantee you it's all contradictory, or it's all like, your soulmate is wanting you right fucking now. And then they're like, just fork afterwards because they're like, where's my soulmate? Or they're in a relationship and now they're thinking they have another soulmate out there. And maybe they do, but oh my gosh, that stuff bothers me. And I'm not gonna, I want to make fun of these people, but like, okay, I don't even know how to do it, but the way that people shuffle on TikTok with tarot cards, I don't even know how to do it. It's so quick. It's like that. And then like the cards just everywhere. I'm like, what is that? Why is that a style of reading? It's just chaotic. It's just, I don't know. Yes, to each their own, but yes, I'm judgmental because fuck, what is going on in that world? I'm so one of those people that I'm like, I want to be just not judged by other people and accepted, but I don't necessarily want to be a part of the trends. If that makes sense. Anyways, okay. Well, that was enough of a little warm up for my voice. Any suggestions as to what element we should start with? Fire, water, air, earth. I'm gonna think that we're gonna start with water. Yes. Okay. So waters. Oh, and also I'm using, it's not a new deck to me, but it's a new deck to you guys. This is called the Before Tarot. So let me give you an example here. I'm trying to look at one that actually like makes a ton of sense. None of them really do. Maybe the Five of Swords is a good one. So this is technically a step before each card. So Five of Swords, you normally see just one guy with all the swords and other people walking away. So here you see the actual fight. So I'm going to incorporate this deck today. I'm thinking that I'm going to use it to clarify the readings as like what your next step is, even though it's called the Before Tarot. It's like, it'll be like, this is either what you're preparing to do, or this is a warning for what's coming up to do, or this is advice for what's coming up that you need to do. So I'm hoping it'll work out. I literally almost have never used this deck, but I just like different concepts. So in any case, what did I say? Water. Okay. And let's, okay. You know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to use, this is called the Osho Zen Tarot. Now, before I bought this deck, I did not know that Osho was a cult leader. Only when that documentary on Netflix came out, and I can't remember its name, but everybody wore red robes. They took over a town in Wisconsin or some Midwest state. Like they literally like took it over. And then later on in that documentary, you find out that they were the top two people, I guess, were, well, obviously it was a cult, but also they were even like putting like hardcore psychotropic medication like antipsychosis or whatever, antipsychotics, which is interesting, or maybe just like really big tranquilizing kind of drugs into everybody's drinks. And then like how it was just, it's so fucked up. However, I do like the tarot deck, and again, I did not buy it with the intention knowing that this dude was a fucking cult leader. But there you go. There you have it. Haven't used this one in forever either. Hopefully you guys like it, despite its origins. Okay, so water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. What's going on? Today, September 17th, getting closer to Libra season. I'm kind of over Virgo season, ready for Libra. Okay, but we're still here. These shuffle really well, FYI. I found them on Amazon, if you're curious, if you like them. Okay, Pisces. You have transformation in reverse. This is the death card in this deck, but in reverse. So I'll show you in the upright because see, it's so pretty. This is for Pisces. So you could be dealing with Scorpio. I see this is, oh yeah, this is death. Sorry, this is Scorpio. But you could also just be dealing with being stuck on some energy. In this, it's like he's touching this electric part of the lotus and he's burning up in all places in the upright. And he's burning, it looks like he's burning off whatever is not useful and bring in whatever is useful. It's just like obviously a transfer of energy, right? But and the Phoenix rising is here as well. In the reverse, this is not happening and we will figure out why. But the colors are pretty: blue, black, and pink. So this could have to do with your root chakra, your throat chakra, your heart chakra, or the connection, and your crown, obviously. But something is not connecting. So that is for Pisces. Scorpio. You have guidance in reverse. This is the Three of Pentacles in this deck. Three of Earth, but again, also in reverse. You see you have a guide back there. This is like participating in everyday life. This is a spiritual deck, right? So you are maybe not listening to your guides, or we'll see what's up with that. But yeah, it looks like your eyes are closed to them, close to the person with the wings or the guide with the wings. This in the upright would be like, this is your next step towards prosperity, but not so much. Cancer. You have the Eight of Earth, which is ordinariness, if I can say that right. This is the Eight of Pentacles. So this is, a pretty mildly traditional version of this card, but it is like being one with nature, really being rooted, really being grounded. Look at the trees, look in the open path. It's actually a really pretty card. This is like pretty fabulous energy, Cancer. She's picking these beautiful flowers. I'm going to hold up the card so you can see kind of details of it, right? It's really pretty. I don't know. I'm like getting really, really good energy from this card. And then overall for all water signs is intensity. Oh, that's funny. This is the Page of Wands in this deck. I don't even know. You can see some intense energy, some very quick energy, very fast energy, very exciting energy, but very focused and directed, as you can see, and bright, bright, bright yellow, red are the dominant colors here. Although don't forget the green for the heart and for growth. Sorry, matched. But yeah, this is really going towards the direction with super excitement, super speed. They look like they're speed skating, right? But like in the air. So like space skating. I don't know. Okay, Pisces, you have death in reverse, transformation in reverse with intensity, or the Page of Wands. So this is going to be either your guys' energy or a Scorpio that you're dealing with, or you have it in your chart, whatever. But basically, this is one of the quickest energies in the deck, and then this is going to be one of the slowest, especially in reverse. So quite a contradiction. But what's around you is maybe a fire sign or a younger person to you who's trying to get you to move quicker than you want, and you're like, no, that's not the direction I want to go in. I haven't figured it out yet. I still need to be a Pisces and daydream about it for another 5 years before I make a decision. Just saying, that's like kind of the vibe. So let's see more about this transformation. What you guys got? You guys are getting like such major arcanas all the time right now, but this is New Vision in the upright. This is normally the Hanged Man in traditional decks, but it's a really, again, like his crown. Oh my gosh, just look at the card, guys. Do you see this person down here? This is all about a new perspective. So again, this is like what did I say? You don't want to rush. You want to be a Pisces. This is the card of Pisces. This is all about a new perspective. Before you can transform, before you can have this upright, you need to go through the new vision, which is 12, and this is 13, right? So you're like, nope, too quick. Somebody's rushing me. I am going to take my time. And when I'm done, look at that perspective I'm going to have. It's going to be a whole new person. It's going to be a whole new me. I'm going to shed my skin and just like be totally one with the cosmos. Like that is fucking cool. Congratulations, Pisces. Ooh, I'm liking using this deck. Okay. Let's see, Scorpio. We have the Page of Wands in the upright or the intensity card in the upright and guidance. And you're another one who's like, no, don't tell me what to do. Like, nope. Like it could also be that like you have a kid who doesn't want to hear it from you, right? It doesn't want to work with you, but this is like not wanting to work with others. This is not wanting to, this is really just like intensely no, like talk to the hand kind of energy. I don't know how old that saying is, but like really it's just like, no. And like you're like just ignoring this intense energy around you. Somebody is probably like dying to get you to do something. That's so interesting. Okay. Huh. Let's see. Ooh, control in reverse. This is the King of Swords in reverse. You are seriously, if you're embodying this energy, you're saying, fuck you, no. You're like, absolutely fucking not. Okay, so you're like, nope, no guidance. I will not be controlled. That is so the message. You don't want to be, what did I say? You don't want to be controlled. Okay, now what could this situation be about potentially? Since the Three of Guidance is technically Pentacles, it's going to be about like everyday life, your job, your work, your home, your colleagues, your friend, not really friends so much, but your family, even like family systems, stuff like that. How you're making your money. Like you definitely are like, fuck you. Fuck you for trying to like drive me like a racehorse. I'm gonna fucking do what I want when I want. Oh, Scorpio, I love you. I'm thinking of my one particular Scorpio best friend. I love you, girl. Oh my gosh. But I mean, this is definitely energy that I embody a lot as well. Not to say that it's always effective, but that's that. Wow, very cool. Okay, and then we have Cancer. So this is an interesting combo. You have the intensity with the I can't really speak ordinariness. Ordinariness. Why are some words so hard to say? But this is your guys' energy. You're taking your time. You are really enjoying the world right now. Like, and you are doing it on your own, but you're still like, you're very happy with that, which is really cool. Now, around you is this intense energy again to move faster. Like the whole vibe for water signs is like move fast, move fast, move fast. And you're all taking your time in a very different kind of way. But that's really cool. So, this is like an Eight of Pentacles, working hard towards the goal, but also like taking it easy. I really like that for you guys, Cancer. I like it a lot. We have turning in reverse. So this is the Four of Swords in traditional decks, but in reverse. So you see in the upright, it would be about listening to your inner voices, but also kind of blocking them out at the same time. She's meditating. So in reverse, I think that you are done listening to kind of like the external voices or an air sign potentially, right? Who has been like pressuring you to go faster. And you're like, again, you're another one who's like, I will wait until I'm fucking ready because I'm meditating, bitch. Leave me alone. Or, you have that oh my gosh. Okay. You have that intensity and you're like intense desire kind of to go. Maybe somebody's trying to drive you towards the past. And so you are thinking about going towards the past. I don't know. I'm just saying that because on my desk, the way it lines up is, well, I'm going like that, but really it's like that. They're going in opposite. They could either be going in opposite directions or somebody is coming in really quickly at you. But if it's like this, oh no, sorry. If it's like, what am I trying to do? Okay, if it's like this, oh, forget it. It's too complicated. I'm sorry. Basically, the message is if, um, you are trying to either block out voices, it just depends on who you are, right? You're either trying to block out the voices telling you to move quickly, or you're realizing that like you kind of are being lackadaisical and like you've meditated. I mean, meditation is great, but maybe it's like, now people are like, you've been in your own world. You need to come back. People are like wanting you intensely. There you go. So that is for Cancer. All right. Should I use this? I'll use this deck again, not for the next element because I get bored, but for another one for sure. That was fun. What do you guys think of that deck? If you missed it, it's made by a cult leader. I did not know. I did not know that before I purchased it. Only found out later. Anyways, a bunch of cards just flew out, but whatever. We're gonna not pay. Oh shoot! I was gonna use that before tarot. Well, I will in this one. Okay. What energy came out there? Earth. A lot of earth, right? Yeah. A lot of earth and air. So no, mostly earth. Let's go to earth signs: Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. What deck do you want? Okay. You know what? We're going to use the Cosmic Rider Tarot. No, I know. I'm sorry that I'm so like changeable, but it's like, one, it's important which deck I use because honestly, the reason I have so many decks and not just the one Rider Waite Smith is because they all have such different messages to offer with their illustrations. And that's how I pick up a lot of messages. So it's important which deck I use. And it's also important that my intuition says, yes, use that one because the messages are going to be specific. So what I'm going to use is, for Earth signs, the Ghost Tarot. Okay. This is the Ghost Tarot. And then I'm going to clarify with what's called the Before Tower, but it's going to be like a next step kind of thing. So for Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, hello, good morning. What is going on? Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. This is technically for today. Oh my gosh, September 17th, 2023. Virgo, we're almost out of your season. How are you guys feeling? Okay, Virgo. We have, oh wow, you guys are healing. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Let me show you in the upright. Unfortunately, like, these don't show great on the computer or on the camera, but you can see the ghost of him is leaving after he's been stabbed. But in the reverse, it's just the general meaning is that you're going to be healing from, there's only one sword in this card as well, as opposed to the regular 10. But so it could have been, normally it could be like a bunch of people betraying you, but this could have been one specific person. This could have been your old self killing you. Okay, that sounded so violent, but like basically transformation. But it hurt. It definitely hurt. It went right through the chest. You bled out right there. So that's for Virgo. Could be dealing with an air sign or yourself because you are ruled by Mercury, which is air, kind of. Mercury is communicative energy. That's for Virgo. Taurus, you have the 9 of Wands. This is just a card of being a soldier, of protection, obviously. If you could be, it looks like you're protecting somebody else or protecting somebody's house, which is nice, or they're protecting yours. I said Taurus, right? Yeah. Capricorn, you have the 5 of Cups in reverse. See, Cappy, I'm so happy. Oh, I did not mean to rhyme, but I'm really happy for you guys because you're getting over the grief. Your readings have been full of grief, and it seems like you guys are really doing the work to acknowledge it and to process and to move on as a collective. Again, I'm reading for Sun, Moon, Rising. But in any case, this is the 5 of Cups again in reverse, which is better. Look, he's actually saying some goodbye to somebody in a boat. It's like, This could also be that you're clinging on a little bit, like you're in the limbo phase between the 5 and the 4 and the 6 of cups, because in the upright, this is a farewell, and in the reverse, it's like it's a bittersweet farewell. It's always a bittersweet farewell, but it's more bittersweet than normal. Could be dealing with a water sign. But this person is traveling into the light. I still think that somebody in your life passed. This happened already, but they're traveling. See that star? They're traveling into the light, and you're realizing that you still have people around you who can help you get through this. So that's Capricorn. You guys are consistent. What can I say? I mean, it's getting better. And then overall energy is the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Scorpio had this as their card. But again, this is going to be not wanting to work. Here, I'll show you in the uprights. This is a different kind of deck, but not wanting to work in a collaboration. Her hands are bleeding. She's been doing so much work. So I think, again, it's like somebody's overworking you guys, or you're overworking yourself. This is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. This is your guys' energy. This is actually Mars in Capricorn. Interesting. I don't know. I have that placement, but it's overwork. It's just because her hands are already bleeding, and you may feel like you've been doing this alone. You may have been having help but not known it. So I don't know. Let's see. Virgo, 3 of Pentacles in reverse with the 10 of Swords in reverse, healing from a work situation, healing from overwork. I mean, Virgo, if there's a sign that overworks itself, it's you guys. I mean, yes, everybody says Capricorn, but like, that's like just that they somehow don't overwork. It's just other people's perception that they're overworking. For you guys, it like can become detrimental, but also really good for them. I don't know. I'm not trying to be judgmental, right? But this is recovering from either self-betrayal because you put yourself in a situation in which you were just being driven really hard and not getting paid enough. Or it is, again, somebody else betrayed you at the workplace, and somebody betrayed you at the workplace in some way, shape, or form, whether it was you or somebody else. Okay, now I'm going to use the Before Tarot to see kind of like, not the remedy, but what is going to help you move past this energy. Again, this is the Before Tarot, and it means that, not this, it's like technically a step before the traditional. Don't worry about it. I will explain the meanings as they come up. How about that? But yeah. And I will not be reading these in reverse. It's already a little complicated as it is, but I will tell you if it comes out in reverse. So Virgo, what is your kind of next step after this workplace colleague betrayal that you're coming back from? Okay. You got Judgment. It did come out in reverse. So just if you want to take note of that. But Judgment is the wake-up call. Normally in the regular tarot, they're already standing up. They're already standing up and ready for the call. But somebody is about to give you a wake-up call, or you are about to give them a wake-up call. Notice like the dead bodies. I'm not saying bodies are dead. I'm just saying like 10 of Swords, he's bleeding out. These guys are in the coffin. That's interesting. So it could be that, and I'm a very spiritual person, so spiritual messages will come through for me, and I will tell you without a problem. It could be that your ancestors or your loved ones who have passed have a really big message for you about the way that you're working, and about, you know, how people say like, well, you know, nobody ever thinks on their deathbed that like, oh, I wish I worked more. I think that's kind of the message that is going to be coming up for you. And I'm not trying to judge you again. Oops, judgment. Like literally, I'm not trying to. I'm just saying that maybe somebody is judging the way that you're handling your work, family, balance life or something. But I think that you are going to be receiving a big message. Whether you want to take that wake up call or not is going to be up to you. Okay. So that's for Virgo. That's interesting. Taurus, we have the 3 of Coins in reverse with the 9 of Wands upright for you guys. So What is this? Also overworking or quitting the job, but you're still there. Like, or a fire sign is still there. It's like I always I used to make fun of my one of my sister's dogs because he's actually in the thumbnail of this video. So is Charlie. Charlie and Snickers. Charlie was my dog. Snickers was hers. But in any case, Snickers, I always said he was like a cop who didn't know he was retired. So it was like he still thought he was on active duty, and that's what this looks like. It's somebody still thinks they're on active duty, or they're being paranoid, or they feel like somebody is going to come in and take their stuff, but it doesn't look like there's really anything to take. It just looks like somebody is very much on guard. Again, it could be paranoia, or it could just be like you got fucked over in the past, so now you're like also guarding what you do have, which may not be very much right now. That's interesting. Let's see what your guys' next step before Tower next step is. You have the Four of Swords. So this is before somebody wakes up. This is air sign energy, but you see the butterflies coming in. Now, butterflies are usually symbols of messages from loved ones as well. This is kind of similar to the Virgo reading, but you know, it's like the window is open. Yeah, you've definitely not woken up yet. You haven't even necessarily gone to sleep. It actually, this reminds me of the death card in the Crystal Visions Tarot, where it's like somebody's transitioning. But again, sorry. The Nine of Wands, maybe what you are worried about is somebody's health or somebody's mental health. And you can see that they're going through this transition. They were going through heartache. They're missing somebody perhaps, or they're like literally like, I'm so tired, I'm just going to go to sleep. I'm going to sleep off, or you're guarding them. This is somebody you love and want to protect. Again, more protection vibes. But this is also somebody who, with probably things did not work out between you guys, but maybe there's just that kind of spiritual connection where you feel like you need to be their soldier. That's interesting. I mean, Taurus is a really loyal sign. So could be. That's interesting. Ooh, my nose. That's it. Capricorn, Three of Coins in reverse with the Five of Cups in reverse. So you could have had to say goodbye to a job. You could have had to say goodbye to a career path. But again, I'm also very much seeing that you said goodbye to a person, or you're in the process of saying goodbye to a person. And it may be affecting your work life. I'm trying to, yeah, this is, oh God, I can't remember. No, it's not. Or is it? Goddamn. These could be two Mars cards. This is either Mars or Mercury in Scorpio. I can't remember, but this is Mars in Capricorn. So I think that you're leaving the aggressiveness behind or the anger behind, and it's just becoming more soft and vulnerable. But you are saying goodbye, and you are saying, okay, that chapter of my life is done. Let's see the next step with this before tarot. You have the, Jesus Christ, you have the Four of Cups. They did come out reversed, which is better. But the Four of Cups, he is still drinking out of that one cup. So like I said, I mentioned this before. I said you're somewhere between the 4, 5, and 6. Ooh, okay. It's okay. It's the next step. And you're not ready yet to say goodbye. You're still processing. Watch out for, destructive habits, right? Watch out for not overcompensating. For overcompensation. It could be work for you guys. It could be alcohol. It could be substances. It could just be being alone. Watch out for over isolation. But that's really interesting. Like, if you didn't see it, watch me describe this card when it first came out. I said you're somewhere between the 4 and the 6 of Cups. So that is going to be for earth signs. Interesting, huh? What came out in their reading? I could go either fire or air, I suppose. Does anybody have a preference? Preference for fire or air? What is my preference? Oops. You know what? Let's do fire. I'm a Sag Sun. We've been having it really rough in the readings lately. Send good vibes, send good vibes, send good vibes, please and thank you. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. I'm just trying to choose a deck. I get bored and I don't want to get bored. Well, if I don't change decks out, I get bored is what I'm saying. Okay, we're gonna go with the Gilded Tarot Royale by Cairo Marchetti. See what's going on for fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. If it resonates, let me know. If you'd like a private reading, my email is in the description box below, and we can set it up. Again, if you don't know me or if you're new here, this is a new channel, but I've been studying tarot for 10 years. So thank you for being here. Okay, two more. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. Oops. There we go. Okay. Sagittarius, 10 of Wands. Damn. I'm telling you, we've had it rough, and this is a card of Sag, but we have burdens on our backs. Leo, the 8 of Cups. Nice. This can be a difficult card, but also like really good for like your overall well-being. And Aries, the 2 of Cups. Oh my gosh, Aries, you've been having it rough, but look at that. Well, so far it's only Sag who has it rough here, but I'm glad for the rest of you guys. The 2 of Cups, on the same page with somebody, like telepathic kind of communication, like emotionally telepathic, empath vibes over here. Could be a Pisces because of the fish in the rainbow, but certainly doesn't have to be. It could be any water sign, or it could just be this like really amazing new, well, maybe not even new, but this exciting connection, they're on the same fucking level. Their crown chakras are both on fleek. Their third eyes are just super connected. It could just be like you're reading somebody else's soul, right? And then the overall energy for everybody is the 7 of Cups, which is the card of confusion and delusion, or a lot of options. Okay, doke. That's interesting. Water energy for everybody, but heavy for Leo and Aries. And then going back to Sag. The burden, it looks like, is having all these options. And look, he's going towards all the options, right? He's meant to pick Spirit, which is, I'm going to assume, is the rose, right, in the center. But the burden is confusion about what to do in terms of your emotional life. It's like, okay, so I want to mention the bucks on in this card. There are 3 of them, yeah. And it's almost like they are obviously clearly made to do this kind of work, not do this kind of work, but they're really strong. And so you've been really strong, but you're now falling because it is too much weight for you. And they're kind of just like, dude, what are you doing? And you're like, I'm just trying to get to this emotional decision. So it looks like emotions have been weighing very heavy on you in terms of, I'm not sure what, we have to clarify. We have to see. I'm going to actually clarify and then do a next step for Sag because it's just too vague. Okay. What is the burden about? The Lovers. Wow. Like I said, it's a decision, head over heart. So this is a decision. This is also about, look at that, 10 of Wands. You could be dealing with a Gemini, don't have to be. I think this is more just going to be a decision about what you want to do with your love life. I mean, you may have a lot of options. You may be connected with like a twin soul or like soulmate kind of energy, but it's like I would say with the Ten of Wands, it would be more of a twin soul journey because those are not for the faint of heart. And so at this point in the journey, you are super confused and don't know which way is what and don't know who should be carrying the weight, right? Like, should it be you, the other person? Like, what's fair and balanced? So that's super interesting. Interesting. And now we're going to go with the next step with the before tarot, if that makes any sense. You know what I love? Reading tarot. I really do. If anybody wants to learn as well, or if there are any other readers out there, let me know. Okay, next step for Sagittarius. Oh God, this is the card that I used at the beginning to explain. Five of Swords. Yikes. So this is going to be a warning. It could be that you're in a nasty fight with somebody. Air sign energy again. It could be a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, but really, well, actually, you have two Venus cards here. This is Venus and Scorpio. This is Venus and Aquarius. So it could be actually more so like Venus and Scorpio is like, yes, it can be a little deluded. It can be a little obsessive. And then Venus and Aquarius can definitely be like, get the fuck away from me. So I think that that's really what the vibe is. It's like, basically, do you want to go forward with this person or do you not? But you're being really rough, either internally or you're having like all these petty fights. Eventually, one of you is going to walk away if you go down this path of the Five of Swords, and it's not going to feel like a victory for either of you. But maybe that's just like your karmic lesson together. Whoa, interesting. Interesting. Okay, that was for Sag. Leo, you have the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Well, this is around you, this confusion, but you are not confused, or there's a water sign around you who is not confused, who's going to show you the way. You are walking with the guidance of the moon, right? With the guidance of your emotions, and you're walking away from the dysfunctional cups, and you're going, you're leaving even some functional cups because you realize that whatever this group was or whatever the emotions were, altogether now they were toxic. They were not good for you. And it's time to seek what actually makes you happy, right? You have the staff here. There's wisdom involved. You're in the night sky. I mean, you're contemplating everything else, right? And I think that you're seeing like the shadows of the moon for the truth that they are, as opposed to being in like a delusional energy. So let's see what your next step is for Leo. The Queen of Swords making a huge fucking decision. Good for you guys. So, and look, oh, I thought she was giving her a cup, but she's giving her crown. So this is before the queen is crowned, right? But this is like, I mean, maybe you are a princess about to be crowned a queen. I don't know. But I think that more so it's just saying like, you're going to choose the path of setting boundaries. You're going to choose the path of really knowing who you are, especially as a woman, like really knowing what your boundaries are and how you want to move forward in relationships, and just like setting standards. Like she sets a lot of standards. Could you be dealing with an air sign? Sure. But if this is your energy, and most of the time I read like it's your energy, like your guys' energy, not necessarily somebody else in your space, unless it seems like super obvious. But I think between the Eight of Cups and leaving behind confusing emotions, like these two cards very much go together. This is not confusion. This is this is clarity. This is clarity coming to you. This is, you've leveled up in the eyes of the universe, and now you have your little angel, your little guide being like, you are now the queen. Like, you're good to go. So Leo, that's a great reading. Very cool. Aries, interesting reading for you guys. You have the Seven of Cups around you and the Two of Cups as your main card. Just saying. So this is also two Venus cards. That's really interesting. Wait, did I say this was Venus? It's not. I don't know. What did I say? I don't know. Oh, no, I was talking to Sagittarius. But these are two Venus cards, Venus in Cancer, Venus in Scorpio. So in any case, as you can see, the Seven of Cups is more about options and delusions and what are you going to choose, where the Two of Cups is like the choice is almost made for you, like dramatically, in a dramatic fashion. Like you're there, you're on the same page, you don't want to leave each other's sight. It could be a little bit obsessive, but I want to clarify you guys as well before I go to the next step for you. tell me more about this Two of Cups. We have the Hangman in reverse. This could be, so now you have all three water sign energies, by the way, but it looks like you decided to give up on materialism and just like free yourself from those bonds or free yourself from a past relationship. Do you see that this is blue up here and this is blue over here? Like the planet, whatever planet this is meant to be. I guess Neptune probably. I don't know. That's my guess. But so, and wow, that's really interesting. Okay. So again, like you had to take some time out to reflect and to really go into the muddledness of the emotions before you could pick the person that you actually want to be with. Like I said, it looks like telepathy here, or at least you think it is. I don't know. But this could be also a karmic kind of situation. And I don't say that lightly. It's just that again, I'm really spiritual and I get those kinds of situations that pop up in my readings. So what's your next step, Aries? You have Justice. It did come out in reverse. So okay. Anyways, so Justice, you could be dealing with a Libra, don't have to be, but it could be like the next step is thinking about even getting married to this person because this is legalities, this is marriage, this is contracts. Or it could be that somebody needs to get a divorce because before you guys can get together because Justice did come out reversed. But either way, it's Justice, and it is before Justice, before it's all been completed, right? And I think that in this case, it's just like they're still going through that process. Divorces, at least when I got divorced, it took 6 months to process, right? So it's like, I don't know. But also, Libra season could be important to you guys. You also have, it looks like also maybe it's going to take until Pisces season just because of the Hangman, right? And this is like the next major arcana after Justice. So somewhere between Libra, I think somewhere between Libra and Pisces season, you guys are going to be free to be together legally or free to, like, even if you're merging for financial means, like, whatever. Okay, so interesting. That was for fire signs. And last but never least, ooh, my goodness, is going to be air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Why do I always do that? Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Now I have to find a deck. Sorry, guys, bear with me. Let's see. Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. I don't know. It's like I have some, look, this is, I'll show you my desk. That's a bunch of the cards, and then wait for it. There's more over here, and wait for it. There's more. Ooh, there's more back there. I don't know what to use though. I get like confusion, like deck paralyzing or something. Let me see. Air signs. Okay, we're going to go with the Thelema Tarot for air signs. Okay? Okay. What's going on for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? I said it again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know what? If I can't fucking figure it out, maybe that's just the order you guys need to go in. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What's going on? Well, the Eight of Swords popped right out. I'll take that as your overall energy. You got the same thing yesterday. In reverse, sorry. Eight of Swords in reverse. Gemini energy, but all air energy coming out of a mental prison. So this is still happening, which is wonderful. And let me also make a note about this. Yes, the end result is awesome, but going through this is not easy. For example, well, if it comes up, I'll give you my personal example, but that's a pretty strong message for you guys that like, yeah, you see this card and it is great. It looks great because you are coming out of it, but like all of this takes personal work. I don't want to come off like this is super easy and it's just like happening for you, right? Gemini, oh my gosh, look at that. You have the Seven of Cups. What the fuck? Okay, could be dealing with any fire sign or not. Libra, you have the Two of Swords. You also got this yesterday, but in reverse. This is a card. This is the Moon and Libra card. Oh my gosh. And Aquarius, you have the Six of Cups in reverse. Wah, wah. Okay. Huh. Eight of Swords overall. Okay, so Gemini, you are coming out of this mental confusion, but you are in a state of emotional contemplation, emotional confusion. I mean, again, spirit is right here in the center, right? But you're kind of looking up at I can't even tell what that is. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Maybe a dragon, a bird. I mean, there's so many options here. But it's also a little kid, which is not that common for the Seven of Cups energy. So you could have a child who's confused right now. It could be your own inner child. Like you just feel really, I think that what you is you feel really overwhelmed by your emotions, even though you're thinking clearly. That's what it is. Okay. So let's see what your next step is going to be with this before tarot. But yeah, it's overwhelming. Gemini, collective, sun, moon, rising. Ah, okay. Gemini. Next up, the Page of Cups. That's so funny. So, oh my God. My nose. Okay, so when I say, oh my God, my nose, I don't have allergies. And I don't know why this happens to me, but it happens to another psychic reader that I watch, Veronica Ray. And it generally is going to mean like something is on the spot, like the energy is on the spot, on the nose, right? But it's like sometimes my nose just starts itching like crazy when I'm giving a message. And so that's what I mean whenever I'm like, oh my God, my nose, just to let you know. Okay. Next step is the Page of Cups. So, oh my God, it looks kind of looks like the bird is going to go in and grab the fish. Like the Page of Cups is like, what's happening to my fish? Sorry, it's so innocent. Again, this could have to do with kids or your own inner child, but it's like you just don't know what to do about a love situation. You're still confused over here because he's already confused as it is. And now the bird is coming and potentially taking, like right from his cup, like stealing candy from a baby. You know what I mean? That's the vibe. Jeez Louise. Wow. Very emotional energy for you guys, but again, mental clarity at the very least. But you're like, now that I have the mental clarity, what does that even mean for me? Now you're like questioning everything. I don't know, I'm laughing because it's the overwhelm isn't funny, but like the Page of Cups energy is funny. Okay. Libra, you have the Eight of Swords in reverse with the Two of Swords in the upright. Very contradictory cards. The Eight of Swords in reverse is coming out of a mental prison. The Two of Swords is having a mental block. Is she blindfolded in this card? Yes. See, she has a blindfold on. She's not seeing the truth. That gorgeous moon behind her. She's not fully connecting with it because she has her heart crossed. So it could be that you're just trying to protect yourself right now after a different situation, but your blindfold is still on. So there's definitely something that you still need to figure out. And this is going to be either with another air sign or happen during the new moon in Libra because this card is moon in Libra. And that could be somewhere in like 2 weeks. I don't know when it's coming up, but yeah, she's protecting herself. She's vulnerable because she doesn't even have a shirt on, right? but those swords are protecting her heart, or protecting her chest. The moon energy behind her is actually really beautiful. So in any case, next step for Libra, what do you have to do? What do you want to do? The Four of Swords, this is also a Libra card. You're like, nope, I don't want to do anything. You want to stay asleep. Okay. Well, if you want to stay asleep and not talk to people, that is your right. That is so funny. All air sign energy for you guys. This is for Libra placements. But you could have another air sign trying to help you get out of this state over here. But you could also just be like, it's all you, and that's it. Now, okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of math for a second. So okay. So when you add up these two cards, for instance, you have the Six of Swords, which is actually about moving on, right? It's about moving on in the dark, which is maybe what you're going to be doing. Like this is kind of sleeping and this is in the dark. So that wouldn't be so bad. But if you add these 6 with that 8 over there, you get to a 5, which is like that really nasty energy. So I think you're trying to avoid some nasty energy by like pretending to be asleep, pretending just to not care, that kind of thing. Okay. I mean, it's kind of vague, but it is what it is. And then finally, Aquarius, 6 of Cups in reverse. I'll show you in the upright. She kind of looks like a teenager, right? So, but she's happy. It's almost like, oh, pretty in pink. Like she's about to have like her sweet 16. I don't know why I keep on seeing like a teenager with this card, but I do. This is also a Scorpio card or any water card, but in reverse, it is either your child is dealing with issues, emotional issues. Even so, maybe it's like you're finding out what exactly is going on with them. You thought it was, or somebody was like telling you it was all this other shit, and the swords have now. Hold on, that's is what I mean, but it's not what I mean. So hold on one second. So with the swords coming out, I think this is your guys' energy right here, right? And I think that you are realizing, oh, you're seeing that somebody in your life is unhappy, either your child, or you're seeing that when you're a teenager, specifically, like around 16 years old, super specific, you something happened. So it could be even like memories coming back. So like repressed memories showing up. But they're no longer in control of you, but you do have to deal with the emotional aftermath, right? So again, simple, not easy. What's going to be your next step? What's going to be helpful for you guys, Aquarius? Wow, the King of Cups in the upright. You're going to have somebody who is super supportive for you, super empathic. More Scorpio here. You could definitely be dealing with the Scorpio or have it in your chart, but yeah, this guy is, I mean, in the card, he does look a little angry and mean. But he may just not know yet that he's the king. He's like sitting, waiting for the cup, and he does look a little impatient. But there's a dolphin behind him. I mean, dolphins are like literally my spirit animal. They are the most empathic. They have, compared to human-sized brains, they have like in their brains, their area for empathy is like 100 million times what ours is. So this is like serious empathy coming your way, serious empath coming your way. You tapping into that. If you are a male, you giving that energy to somebody else, father figure, husband figure, partner, whatever you want to say, but a really, really kind and caring and loving energy after they receive their cup. They have the crown, but they're like, where's my goddamn cup? I don't know. They're really focused on where's their cup. So they may be a little not focused on you at first, but then they're going to get in the groove and be like, okay, now I have all my tools. Now I have my emotional bandwidth back, and I can help you once again. So that's cool. Again, simple, not easy. Those were all the signs. If you liked the broadcast, let me know. Please share it with others. And now I'm going to go through and do oracle cards for everybody, every sign. I'm not going to make it a long thing, hopefully, just a real quick thing. But I also have to decide which oracle cards I'm using now. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. No. Sorry. No. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to use the Awakened Soul Oracle by Ethany. That is this. Okay. And let's see what's going on. Let's start with Earth, going back to Earth. Earth signs, Virgo, what's going on for you in terms of advice? You have devotion. Okay, well, you guys did come up as overworking, but maybe, this is your advice. Look at it. This is a happy dancer, at least, right? And being really committed to your passion. Virgo, that's for you. Taurus. Taurus, you have connections. So connecting with your body, connecting with somebody else, connecting with source. Obviously, in this card, she is doing yoga, and that is one way to be contemplative and to connect. Capricorn. You also, oh no, you got like 5, sorry. Capricorn. You have gift. This is like gift giving. This is like a 6 of Cups energy, actually. This is still so accurate for you guys. I feel like you are connecting with somebody who has passed. You're understanding that they're in a place where they need to be, that if this was a child, I'm so sorry. And also like they're being protected. They're being taken care of still. Okay, Pisces. You have the Shapeshifter. I love this card. Shapeshifter. So, you're doing what you have to do in order to not blend in, but in order to protect yourself. That's what, right? She's wearing the red cape for the root chakra. She has the wolf with her. But it also could be like, are you Red Riding Hood or are you the wolf? The wolf shapeshifts from the wolf to the grandma to whatever, right? But so it could just be that like you're also such an empath that you're like, okay, I can be anybody at any time. That's very much Pisces energy. So just watch for yourself. Just make sure that you do have your wolf companion with you so that you're protected while you are kind of like experimenting with these other realms. It's for Pisces. That's cool one. That is one of my favorite cards. Scorpio. Ooh, rebirth. God damn. Well, this is like the death card. Look at her. She's coming out of the bat cave. Scorpio, this is like your card. So good job. Oh my God. It's going to, again, simple, not easy. This is like dark night of the soul, but she's come out alive. I mean, she was just in a cave by herself with bats. Okay. I don't know how she, survived and has this cool sweater and all, but she did. But look at this. You also now have the wisdom of the night with you. You have the wisdom of the night, but that means that you had to go through a hardcore kind of ritual for the wisdom of the night. I get like uneasy with that because I'm right on the cusp of Scorpio. And so I'm like, that feels super like my life right now. Okay. Cancer, you have healing. Obviously somebody in grief. To me, this is holding like, to me, it looks like she's holding somebody's ashes. So this is going to be grieving, or it could just be like your own heart is in here. You feel separated from somebody, that's for sure. But the advice is to go inward and to recognize and validate your own feelings. Cancers need, I feel like, a lot of validation. Maybe not more than other people, but like, it's just like evident. But look at the green in the background, the green and the pink. It's all about and the blue. It's all about your heart chakra for growth and paying for your heart chakra. And then the blue is the throat chakra. So I think that you're really missing speaking to somebody right now. But you are going to, I want to pull one more. This is like, I don't know why. I want to know what the box is about. We have sovereignty. I can never say this card. And this is what I was thinking, that you need to do something independently, or somebody else is doing things independently at this point. And you miss that. Like you miss being the caretaker. You miss being the nurturer, but like you had to let them go, which is good for you. You had to let them go so that they could come into their own power. Interesting. Okay. Who was next? Fire. Ooh, hold on one second. Fire signs. Sagittarius, you have authenticity. Woohoo! Yes, I love it. All the butterflies, just be who you are. That's it. And you know what Sag loves more to do than anything else? Be who we fucking are and not have people tell us who we are. Fuck off. That's what I want to say. But also, this is a very nice card. And she's saying, I support women and cis women. So it's like literally like this deck is obviously very like queer friendly. So it could also be that you are living an alternative lifestyle and you need to come out, look at the rainbow and the butterflies, right? Or it could just be like, you know, supportive group of friends, whatever it is, but people are supporting you for who you are and for what your heart is about and not judging you. So fucking hallelujah. That's what I say to that. Leo. Also, okay, real quick for Sagittarius. Sorry to go back to this, but story time. But I was talking with my supervisor and I was saying how you know, the way that I grew up, I was like the ultimate peacekeeper, but I did it through being very disruptive and disrupting the family system. And that was like the only way that I, you know, my child brain or whatever soul felt that would work in order to either keep the peace or keep the balance or whatever. Right. And so I was saying it's so interesting because I actually have a really kind heart. Like my heart is my favorite thing about me. And, you know, what as a therapist, I'm very irreverent with people, which is who I am as well. But it's like, it's almost like my kindness, people don't see that very often. And so like, but that is like the super authentic part of me. Like when I'm sitting with a horse, you wouldn't recognize me. You just wouldn't even, it's so interesting. So I think it's about obviously also getting in touch with who you really are rather than how the world sees you. But so that was my little story. Leo. Nope. Leo, you have guidance. Ooh, fun. So watch your reading for today. That was important. Also, if you're reading tarot cards yourself, get into it, delve into it. Or I'm totally going to plug myself right now. Fucking call me for a reading. This is clearly a tarot card reader. And she has the coffee mug, and so do I. And we both have long brown hair. Leo, call me for a reading or email me for a reading. Or if you are a reader yourself, that's awesome. Get into it and look at what you need to know. Very cool. Okay, Aries. Aries, you have challenge. Also another mug in this photo. It doesn't matter. But this is a chess game, right? So I forget your guys' reading, to be honest. Something about, the Two of Cups. Okay. Well, I'm not exactly sure how this correlates with your guys' reading, but what was your next step? The Justice. Huh. You could be dealing with the Libra because they are really smart, but just dealing with strategy in general, right? I mean, they do call this card challenge, but there's a little heart over here. I have a feeling you probably are dealing with a Libra, even if it's not in their main placements. But it's going to be about strategy, 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 strategy. Okay. And then finally, air signs. So Gemini. Gemini, you have magic, like the magician, and one of my crystals as well. This is like being at your altar. This is me right now. Okay. This is me right now. You know, she has the infinity symbol over here. She's got her crystals, her candles, and she is being magical on her own. What's in the background there? I'm trying to see. I can't really tell, but in any case, she's got the star and the moon over here, you know, the mystical tattoos, whatever. But this is like all the chakras that are included here. So this is going to be really getting your stuff together and being super connected in like from top to bottom and bottom to top. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my cat just jumped and I don't know why that scared me. But that's for Gemini. Very cool. Magician energy, magic right here. Very cool. Libra. Libra, you also have shapeshifter like somebody else did, and I can't remember who. Pisces and Libra. You both have shapeshifter. So Libra, I don't even remember your reading, even though it was really super recent. What the fuck did you guys get? Oh, you got the confusion energy. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess you guys are trying to go incognito in order to find something out. Notice she is not wearing a blindfold though. She is wearing a cape. So if you need to go incognito, that's fine. But again, I'm going to say the same thing to you. Be careful and make sure that, well, see, the wolf is howling. So I don't know how quiet you're actually going to be about this. Just FYI, but she is wearing this cape for stability, and this is the crown chakra. So it could just be connecting with your own crown chakra and your root chakra and putting them together. Sorry. But if you're on a hunt for information, it looks like you want to do it quietly. And finally, last but never least, Aquarius. The Labyrinth. Oh, can I tell you guys it's another story time? So if you weren't here at the beginning, I was talking about how I brought up Cow. This is who I call Cow. Cow was the toy that my dog Charlie, here, Charlie, who is also in the thumbnail of this video, he passed away just about a year ago. It's actually the anniversary is coming up on September 25th. It'll be a year, and I miss him dearly. So, I'm gonna cry. I brought him up, or I brought this up because I wanted his energy even closer, you know, like the tangible for my 3D mind to see and just be reminded he was a walking heart. Now, I used to live in a place called Simi Valley, and there were trails all around, but there was one park that was just perfect for him because he was old and arthritic, but there were labyrinths all throughout the park. Okay. So we would walk the labyrinth and he would walk dead behind me. We just did it together. So I'm going to say for you guys, this is the message that either you are like me and you're missing somebody who you used to be able to really contemplate with, and just have that really gentle, loving energy with. And, or, you know, it's time to get into that labyrinth kind of walk where you're meditative, you're mindful, and you're figuring out some issues. You know, I'm an Aquarius moon, so this is why it's like hitting even more for me. But for you guys, labyrinth, you know, labyrinths are designed not to confuse you, but to have you go through all the steps and do it mindfully so that once you get to the center, you are centered. So that's that. That is everybody and everything. Thank you, everybody who was here so much for being here. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys soon because I'm going to come back on and start doing the different zodiac sign readings for this coming week. Okay, thank you all so much. Bye.